Hello to our lecturer, Dr. Idawati binti Ahmad, and everyone. In this video, me and my group members will show our configurations on Lab 3. But before we start, let us introduce our group members. My name is Liyana Batrisyia binti Muhammad Arif, and my matrix number is 204232.
My name is Nurul Aina Amalieya binti Muhammad Jeffrey and my matric number is 202880.
My name is Siti Nur Fatiah binti Ainuddin. My matrix number is 202178.
My name is Nooramirah Amnani binti Nasri. My matric number is 202369.
Today's agenda will be started by presenting our mind map. Let me share my screen first. The first step for our task is preparing the environment. The second step is configuring the OSPF. The third step, we are going to verify the OSPF configuration. And the fourth step is changing the OSPF hello interval and dead interval. For the step 5, we will advertise the default routes in OSPF. And for the last step, we need to control the OSPF DR or BDR election. And this is our topology for Lab 3 that consists of 3 routers. First is router 1. The router ID for router 1 is 10.0.1.1. And for the router 2, the router ID is 10.0.2.2. And for the router 3, the router ID is 10.0.3 and 0.3. For the router 1 and router 2, we have 1 loopback. And for the router 3, we have 3 loopback. And the connection of between router 1 and router 2 will be connected by the connection of 10.0.12.0/34. The connection between R1 and R3 is 10.0.13.0/24. And for the next, we will move on for the next agenda, which is the task distribution. For the step 1, step 2, and step 3, I need Fatiah to configure these steps. And for the step 4 and 5, I want Amira to configure these steps. And for the last step, Aina will configure this step. Is it okay for everyone?
Yes, it's okay.
Yes.
If everyone agreed, then we will move on to our next agenda, which is our configurations for the Lab 3. Firstly, Fatiah will show us her configuration on step 1 until step 3. The configuration of the topology and the addressing will be done in the step 1. And for the step 2, Fatiah need to configure the OSPF by specifying the router ID, default routes, default process, and the network segment. And for her last task, she needs to verify the OSPF configurations. Are you ready, Tia?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, let me start sharing. Okay. Okay, for first step is to prepare the environment. I will do configure for R3 first. Open clear dulu. Clear. Okay. First kita kena enter system view. Lepas tu kita bagi name. Okay. Name R3. 3. Okay, then first kita kena masuk interface 000. Ini 000. Ini 000 is for link R3, R1 to R3. This link. Okay. Lepas tu kita bagi IP address. Salah tekan pula. IP address. IP address is 10.0.13.3. Kalau aku salah tulis bagi tahu tau. Okay, then quit. Okay, then kita bagi loopback punya address. Back 0. Your IP address here. IP address is 172.160.0.1/24. Okay, kita create. Okay, and I already done for R1 and R2 in IP address, and also for R2.
Tia,
Okay,
Tia.
yes.
Atas balik.
Ni,
Dekat atas. Bukan ni, dekat ANSP.
yes.
Kenapa look? Okay, tak apa, tak apa.
Ah,
Okay, dah betul, dah betul.
aku pandai. Tapi look back kat sini ada dua. Okay, tadi salah masuk ke address. Sepatutnya ini untuk look back tu. So for look back 0, dia punya IP address is 10.0.3.3/24.
IP address command.
Oh yes, IP address. Sekejap tak boleh. So, 10.0.3/24. Okay, this one is address for look back 0. Then create. Then I masuk second interface. So look back 2 with IP address 172.16.0.1/24. Okay, then create. And then we will go to next step, which is kita kena configure the OSPF. So, unpause dah. Okay, for second step is to configure OSPF. So, kita masuk system view juga. Okay, then kita kena bagi the ID, router ID. So for saya akan buat untuk R3. For R3, dia punya router OSPF router ID is OSPF 1 router ID 10.0.3.3 with area 0. So area 0 is this area, and with the network, first network is 10.0.3.0 0.0.0.255, and the second network is 10.0.13.0 with 0.0.0.255. Okay, for router ID ni kita ambil dia punya network, which is this one, and then juga router ID and juga network untuk loopback router 3 ni. Okay, for router 1 and 2 I already done it with the network 10.0.2.0 and 10.0.12 for router 2, and for router 1 with the network 10, this one 10.0.1.0 and 10.0.13, which is this network and also router 1 punya loopback. Okay, for step 3 kita akan verify the OSPF configuration. So the first thing kita boleh tengok is kita boleh tengok kita punya router, kita boleh tengok kita punya IP routing table. So display IP table. Okay, as we can see here, the OSPF already up, dah ada for router 1. Untuk this one is untuk router ID 2, and ini untuk router 3. So kita boleh tengok juga untuk R2, display IP. Untuk auto punya routing, kita ada router 3 kan, 10 times 0, router ID 3, kita ada network link from R1 to R3 and so on. Untuk router 3 juga. Okay, router 3. Okay, so router 3 kita ada router 1, router 2 dan juga link from router 1 ke router 2. Okay, sekarang kita boleh test the network connectivity between R1 dan R2, which is kita akan try to ping from R1, R2 ni kita nak ping kepada look back ke R1. This one salah ni sepatutnya. So tu dia punya command is kita akan ping 10.0.1.1. Okay, sekarang kita cuba ping dekat router 3 pula. Ping 10.0.3.3. So both berhasil. Okay, display OSPF peer, kita nak tengok dia punya neighbors. So kita buka R1, masuk user view, OSPF peer. Dan dekat sini kita boleh tengok DR dia for now is 10, 10.0.13.1 which is R1, address dekat R1, and BDR dia address to R3. Sekarang BDR is this one. .1, DR is this one, BDR is this. Okay, so other than that we can also buat display OSPF peer brief ni is untuk tengok a more minimal punya interface lah. So display OSPF peer brief. This one is more minimal punya. Instead of kita tengok yang ni, yang panjang-panjang ni, kalau kita buat peer brief ni, dia macam akan keluar the minimum info only. So for router, this one is router 1. Kita boleh tengok, kita ada interface, kita boleh connect to router ID 2 dan juga router 3. Okay, that's all for step 3.
Kejap.
Allah.
The following tasks of step 4 and 5 will be configured by Amirah. In step 4, she needs to change the OSPF hello interval and that interval. And theoretically, the hello intervals is only 10 seconds. So Amirah needs to change it to 50 seconds. Following to step 5, Amirah needs to make sure the OSPF can advertise the default routes and OSPF that can advertise the default routes. Are you ready, Amirah?
Yes, let me prepare the ENSP first. Change the OSPF hello interval and the dead interval. So first I'm going to run this command first, display OSPF interface of gigabit Ethernet 000 in router 1. So you guys can see. Wait, I cannot find it again. Okay. Okay, this one. So as you can see, the hello is 10 and the dead is 40. So now we want to change the hello to 15 and the dead to be 60, which I've already done it here with the command of OSPF timer hello 15 to change it to 15, and then OSPF timer dead to 60. And then when I display the interface again, the OSPF interface again, the hello and the dead is already changed. So it's already hello to 15 and dead to 60. Now I'm going to check the OSPF neighbor status, which is this command, display OSPF peer brief. As you can see, there's only one neighbor ID here. So I'm going to go to router 3 now to also change the OSPF timer. Let me see because I've already done it, so it's been scroll up. Okay, it's over here. So I have already changed the hello to 15 and the that to 60. The timer that is 60, and it's already being changed. And now I'm going to display the OSPF peer brief. So this also have the only one neighbor. Yes, only one neighbor. And also the if I display the command, sorry, wait. I think I lost that. Oh my god, where is it? Mana? Step 4, which is changing the OSPF hello interval and dead interval. First I'm going to run in router 1 to display the OSPF interface of gigabit Ethernet 00. Let me see where's the command that I did. Yeah, this one. So as you can see, the hello is 10 and the dead is 40. So now the goal is here is to change the hello interval to 15 and the dead to 60. So which I've already done it here. And now I'm going to redisplay the OSPF interface of the same interface. And now the timer hello has already changed to 15 and the dead already changed to 60. Now I'm going to let me see what else. So now I'm going to display the OSPF peer, peer brief. Okay. Okay, I already displayed it here. So as you can see, there's only one neighbor of the interface. Next, I'm going to do the same thing to router 3, which I'm going to change the timer hello to 15 and the timer that to 60, which I've already done. And then I'm going to recheck the display OSPF peer brief, which is this one. I've already checked it the second time. Now we have the second neighbor ID, which is from router 3. So now, the next step is to advertise the default routes in OSPF. So I'm going to go back to router 3 and I'm going to configure the OSPF to advertise the default routes on our router 3. So this one I've already done the loopback. I already done the IP static route for in loopback 2. And you can see it's already being set to be advertised. And now I'm going to view the routing table. The routing table here. Wait, let me see. So this one is this is one is router 3. I'm so sorry. That's not that. Okay. For router 1, which is the okay, let me see. I think uh oh sorry. Sorry, there's a mistake. Okay, I already configured the OSPF in the default routes in OSPF. So now I'm going to check it through router 1. Okay, that's the correct one. So I already displayed the routing table. And now we already have this. So meaning that the um default route is already being configured there. So I'm going to recheck in router 2 as well. Display IP routing table, and it also appeared here. And when I display the routing table in router 3, they already have the static IP route. Yeah, static IP route. So that's all from me.
Next, for the last step and final configuration will be configured by Aina. Aina needs to control the OSPF DR or BDR election. By doing this, she needs to manipulate the DR and BDR by changing the priority between R1 and R3. For the final configuration, Aina will show the current configuration that we made in lab 3. Are you ready, Aina?
Yes, ready.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so untuk step 6, saya yang akan configure, tapi disebabkan ada masalah teknikal tadi, saya dah buat sampai habis, tapi bila nak undo balik untuk step 6 ni, ada problem, jadi Tia yang akan teruskan untuk configure. So saya akan terangkan dan Tia akan type arahan, coding. Code, yes, configuration. Okay, so untuk step 6, first, untuk step 6, kita nak control OSPF DR dengan BDR. So, first kita nak display OSPF peer untuk router 3. Untuk router 1. Kita nak tengok peer kita dekat router 3 tu, macam mana keadaan dia. So, okay, so kita nampak tak sekarang dekat sini, bila kita dah display kan, nampak tak DR dia sekarang adalah router 3 dan BDR dia adalah router 1. Ni berlaku sebab router 3 ni dia ada high, dia tinggi dia punya IP address, IP router ID dia. So dia memang secara automatik dia memang jadi BDR. Jadi kita nak configure secara manual. Macam mana kita nak configure? So sekarang yang kita akan buat, Tia kena pergi ke R1 router 1 ke gigabit interface gigabit 000. Okay. Dan Tia akan masukkan, okay. Okay, Dia akan masukkan OSPF DR priority 200. Ni dekat R1, kita buat priority dia 200. So, Tia pergi, okay dah. Okay, Tia pergi kepada R3. Okay, akan pergi ke R3. R3 akan masuk macam tadi kepada system view dan gigabit internet interface. Dan kita akan jadikan priority dia 100. OSPF DR priority 100. Okey, jadi dengan apa yang kita dah configure ni, sepatutnya sekarang DR akan jadi R1 lah sebab priority dia tinggi. Tapi sekarang dia tak akan terus bertukar tau. Sebab dia tak akan re-elect. So kita kena shutdown dulu kita punya interface gigabit dan kita kena undo shutdown kita. So kita akan shutdown, pergi ke R1 juga, shutdown. Okay, lepas tu undo shutdown. Okay, dekat R3 pun undo shutdown. Okay, dekat sini dia akan ambil masa sikit, sampai dia keluar benda macam ni. So, kita akan display balik OSPF peer. Kita nak tengok perubahan dia. Display OSPF peer. Discard. No, display. Okay. OSPF peer. Okay, sekarang nampak tak DR dengan BDR non lagi sebab sekarang dia dalam keadaan state masih tak dia tak up lagi. Sebab semalam saya dah buat pun dia jadi macam ni. So dia macam kena tunggu, dia akan keluar ada satu ayat panjang. Lepas tu baru kita buat balik, baru dia akan keluar. Try Tia buat sekali lagi. Takut dia dah jadi ke. Dia ambil masa lah benda ni. display OSPF dia. Okay. Okay, nampak tak? Okay, BDR masih lagi none disebabkan dia lambat lagi. Okay, sekali lagi. Dia agak mengambil masa. Tapi tak apa, kita try. Okay, nampak tak sekarang DR dah berubah jadi R1 dah jadi DR sebab kan priority tadi 200. So, saya akan pergi ke final configuration. Okay, so untuk final kita akan display current configuration dekat user view. So nampak tak ni semua tadi yang kita dah configure tadi. Nampak tak? Okay, ni OSPF DR priority 200, date hello interval kita dah yang kita configure tadi. Okay, so last kita akan save kita punya configuration. So untuk save kita tulis SAVE save dan dia akan tanya nak save ke tak dan kita akan save. Please wait dan okay dah save. So itu sahaja dari saya.
Now we will move on to our last agenda, which is the learning outcome. From the lab 3, we learn on how to configure the router RD for OSPF, establish and view OSPF on a specified interface or network. We also learn how to advertise the default routes in OSPF, modify the OSPF hello interval and that interval. And we also learn how to modify the OSPF route priority to manipulate the DR election. That's all from us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.